I think I can stay up late, but not that like I enjoy staying up late. But I also don't actually like getting up at the booty crack of dawn either. So one thing that we did talk about was the fact that there are different kinds of morning people. Like there's like three different kinds of morning people. There's like the booty butt early, like booty crack of dawn early people, and those are people who wake up at like 4 or 5, kind of 6 a.m. Right? I'm not one of them. Then there's like the mid morning people who are like from like 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Like that's when you wake up, that's when you function and kind of thing. That's me. Then there's those like from like 9 to noon, like kind of people. Like there's a late morning kind of things. And it's like a trend in the fitness industry, and it's actually one that I've like partially subscribed to, but just because I've had to be like a booty crack of dawn early kind of person, right? Because no one's around. There's so much like freedom time to do what you want. I do not speak when I wake up. And so when I wake up, like it's good to know that like no one's gonna talk to me. But again, I don't like being up that early, and I always end up taking a nap like later on in that same morning, right? Which naps are great, but when you have a lot of stuff to do, like that's not always the greatest thing to do, right? So why did I become a morning person? Because I had to, right? It's one of those things like I think a lot of moms like have come to realize this, like the earlier you get up the better, because you have more time for yourself, you have more time in the day and things like that. Currently my lifestyle requires me to be up at the booty crack of dawn, like whether I like it or not, right? And it just gets to a point where by the time I'm done with what required me to be up that early, I'm just too awake to go back to sleep. So I might as well just cruise into my morning and do everything else I need to do, right? And especially because when you wake up in the morning by yourself, able to like really just do you before you do and deal with everyone else, it's so much easier to have a good day. It's so much easier to have like to be positive. It's so much easier to deal with everybody else's BS. Like it's so much easier, right? Because essentially the method to the madness is like pouring into yourself before you pour into everybody else, right? And having the routines in place to where, although it's not my favorite thing to get up at the booty crack of dawn, like I'm able to, and I don't mind it because I know that going into my day, I'll be okay. And I'm a lot more prepared and set up to deal with whatever my day may come with, because it comes with a lot, than if I just like woke up and started the day. Because the days I do that, like I tend to be frustrated, irritable, da 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 da. But before I continue, welcome to the Curvy Queen Chronicles. We're just here to live our best lives, love God, love ourselves, and give ourselves a healthy lifestyle. What kind of morning person are you? Comment it below. And while you're doing that, go ahead and like and subscribe. Become a part of the Curvy Queen community. I know you want to. Yeah, I know you're going to. And you might as well be, okay? So go ahead, join. And if you're listening on any of the audio streaming software, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, Amazon, any of those things, go ahead and leave a review. Click the like plus button or bell button, whatever soft like button it is, so that way you are in on every new episode, and leave a review so everybody knows about our community, because it's cool over here. We like to be over here and we learn new things, and we're real about our journeys, and we're real about life. So let's be real together, right? So push it out, enjoy. Whoop-de-whoop. But I know I'm not the only one with a busy lifestyle. That's probably what we all have in common, right? Is the fact that we all have a busy lifestyle in a way where it's so difficult to stay consistent in our fitness journeys. It's hard to stay consistent in the gym. It's hard to stay consistent in eating, because sometimes you're running around so much you don't have the time or the capacity to think about what you're going to eat, so you just pick up the next thing on the way, right? There's so many things that come into it, but I think at the end of the day, when you have routines in place to set yourself up for greatness, the rest of the day is like a breeze, right? Especially if you're consistent in these routines, because it's less thinking about what you should do and just doing it. And so the less thinking already is already like more gas in your tank, right? And then you're refilling it by what you're doing for yourself, right? And the best routines are routines that pour into you physically, mentally, spiritually / emotionally, right? One of the ones that I do myself and that I always tell my queens to do is the 10 before 10. This is 5 to 10 things that you do before 10 a.m., assuming that you get up at the booty crack of dawn or you're one of the morning people I mentioned before, right? Now, if you do wake up at a later time, like it's okay. Like obviously, this essentially is just a cute name for a morning routine, right? It's 5 to 10 things that you do before you start your day for real. Okay? Like things that literally will pour into you spiritually, mentally, and emotionally and physically, right? And then also, we also have 10 after 10, right? If you are one of the like quote unquote night owls, like apparently myself, my friends made that distinction, then this is great. But if you go to sleep at like 9, again, it's a cute name for a nighttime routine. Okay? Have a nighttime routine, one that helps you like pour into yourself from the day you just had and prepare yourself for the day coming. Okay? What kind of routines are like good? What's my routine? Loki, let me check. What if I told you I could give you the secrets to being fit and fine forever? Well, girl, I got you. Curvy Queen Headquarters is the healthiest and the most empowering community in Black girl fitness, period. And you'll get access to exclusive videos, priority access to events, and so much more. So all you have to do is watch, apply, and get fine. Sounds good, right? Then visit patreon.com/CQHQ or click the link in the description below. Either way, don't miss out on an opportunity to change your life. So, routines that I do currently to pour into myself physically, mentally, and emotionally / spiritually, right? And I think and I encourage everybody else to do the same because it literally helps you be a better person for the rest of the day. So, my morning routine is to use the restroom. If you know, you know. Spray my face / meds. I spray my face with rose water because it works. And I especially in the morning. Side note, one thing that I know about routines that I always encourage everybody else to do is do it in a way that works for you and how you function, right? Some people be having these elaborate morning routines doing the utmost, which is great if that works for you. It don't work for me. I mentioned I don't speak in the morning. I also struggle to think in the morning, which is why I had to get up and check what my morning routine was because I write it down because I don't want to remember because then that's pressure on me to remember. Let me just look at it in the morning and be like, okay, that's what I got to do. And my ADD self is probably going to get distracted trying to do something else anyway. So, yeah, no, we use the restroom. We spray our faces with rose water, take our meds, brush our teeth. We do and then we put something in our bodies, whether it's tea, coffee, breakfast, whatever it is. I do my devotion / journaling. And then I take care of my cat. By that time, he's probably been yelling at me all morning, talking about you're awake, cuddle me, feed me, let's go, right? But notice how all of that, I took care of myself first, poured into myself first, before I even poured into my cat. Okay? Which allows me to be even nicer to him instead of being like, get out of my face, I'll feed you when I want to. You know? Don't call animal services. He gets fed every day. He's a brat. It's okay. But yeah. And then my nighttime routine is to plan / check tomorrow's schedule. If I haven't gotten everything done today that I plan to get done, I'll just put it on it allows me the time to put it on either tomorrow or like whatever day most available I am to do that specific task. I can plan tomorrow, see what tomorrow's going to look like, so I know the headspace I'm supposed to be in, prepare to be a little more social or allow myself to be a little less social, right? I don't always want to be social, so it's nice to know if I need to save my energy or not when I need to, right? And then, take the meds, tea or snack, because I do like to munch on stuff before I go to bed. And scientifically, it does help me go to sleep. And it could also help you go to sleep, depending on what your sleep schedule is. I know it's difficult for me to go to sleep. I tend to just lay here hoping my body goes to sleep. But eating a nice carb-based like snack or having tea is very soothing and helpful, and releases the happy hormones in my body that makes me sleepy, puts my body in rest and digest mode, and we be going to sleep real nice, right? And then I brush my teeth, put my retainers in, do my actual skincare routine where I wash my face, exfoliate, all that great stuff, and then we go to sleep, okay? Because by the time we're done brushing our teeth and we do our skincare, we didn't let all that rest and digest happen, okay? But it's not just having routines for the morning and the night daily. It's about having routines that just help you function in life, period, right? Routines for meal prep. I have my reset routine that happens every Sunday afternoon, right? Cleaning / doing laundry, making sure I take a nap, giving myself a little spa day. No, I don't go nowhere. This is all at home spa. So whether it's doing my nails, doing a full skincare like thing, right? And by the time this comes out, I would already have my Christmas gifts for my best friend, which is a full skincare set, okay? Steamer and face shaver included. I'm very excited. And so definitely using all of that. And then meal prepping, which I would have probably already decided like a couple days before, because again, I don't like being stuck in the moment trying to figure it out, because then I'm gonna go down the rabbit hole, try to figure something out, and probably it'll be an hour later and I still haven't decided what I'm going to eat, because I actually got into a rabbit hole of watching like the Food Network or something like that. Anyway, so yeah, just doing all those kind of things. And then like monthly routines include, cleaning my car, resetting whatever needs to be reset, really, that it's like not normal to do. So cleaning out the fridge is nice. Sometimes we have a lot of meal prep that doesn't get finished and that needs to get tossed, right? If you're looking to get rid of stubborn body fat and be confident in who God's created you to be, I want to encourage you to sign up for my one-on-one Curvy Queen coaching program. This is where I help women not only look good on the outside, but feel good on the inside by creating a customized nutrition and workout plan, walking you through how to overcome insecurities, and providing you the tools to make this a lifestyle. 3 years ago, I walked past the mirror, got a glimpse of how chunky I got, and bursted into tears. I knew I was meant for more, and that day I decided to become the woman God created me to be. And you should too. So whether you need accountability to keep you going or a community to remind you that you're not alone, I encourage you to pause this video, click the link in the description below, and sign up and book a call. So making sure that you stay in the routines that help you. So make sure that you do that, so that way you set yourself up for greatness, girl. So yeah, I think the best thing that you could do is figure out what works for you, what routines that you need to do to help you be successful in your journey, right? It's funny because y'all probably are like shook I didn't mention the gym in the morning routine, because again, do it in the way that you function, right? I don't mind going to the gym in the morning. I actually used to do it all the time. That was my routine. But as my lifestyle's changed, as I get busier, as things happen, I can't always go to the gym in the morning. Like sometimes I have to go in the middle of the day. Sometimes I go at night. Sometimes I do go in the morning. But sometimes me teaching a class is just as much of a workout. So I give myself the grace to be consistent in a way that works for me. And I feel you should do the same for you, right? As long as you follow the basic principles, you will be okay. And again, this is a lifestyle. It's not like an extra thing to do. And I feel like that's the reason why I've been able to be consistent, and exactly the way I teach my women to be consistent, and how you can be consistent. Because if you treat it like just another thing on your to-do list, you're like, oh, I don't want to, and then you can push it off because then you have so many things to do. When you prioritize it and you see it as a form of self-love, and going to the gym or working out is equal to brushing your teeth, it gets done regardless, right? Like, again, as I mentioned earlier, sometimes teaching a class is a workout in and of itself. So I got my workout in. That's a part of my life, right? Like, I go to the gym Monday nights because that's me hanging out with my best friend, right? Like, that is a part of my life, is hanging out with my best friend. And it just so happens to be amazing that we can do it at the gym, right? I build community by talking to my clients and talking to my queens about what they need from me. And sometimes that is working out with them virtually or in person. That is a part of my life. And so whether or not like you're a coach, you don't have to be a coach, you don't have to be a personal trainer to have fitness be a part of your life. You have to love yourself and want to be better for it to be a part of your life, right? And surround yourself with people who are striving for similar, if not the same. So do that and you should be fine. But yeah, that's all I got to say. So love you. Bye.